tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? You know, where the murder was? Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant, who I'm starting to suspect a little bit. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. I mean, isn't that fairly standard in real life? Phoenix Wright is not real life. Why, I ask you? Why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I've nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Never seen him this out of sorts. Oh. Alright, okay, can I present this to you? Alright, I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? ID card you just... Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what sort of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. No! Pass on the case, just give me the tea. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Which I think we've already done. Unless that... Nope, okay. So I've not got new evidence. Oh, I do have new evidence. I have this. Tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. Makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, already done that. Right, I need to present another note. I just looked it up. I have to I present him the note, which seems like an odd thing to present. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you're on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. What? Your dad being shot? That was Von Karma. That was Von Karma. He did the whole... What? He did the whole... Well, no, it wasn't Von Karma. That was Thingy. The guy who pretended to be mad. Figure I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Okay, do I ask a question? I do. Just have it come out of the evidence! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. Or heinous. Heinous? Heinous? Eh. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Damon Gant. Oh, this is just Von Karma again, isn't it? Where he's going to be... like, in that he was involved, kind of connected tangentially to the previous case, and... That Killed Coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Ah, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation? Because it was a serial killing. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science... Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints. I know it's spelt to say aluminum, but I have standards. I shall say it the British way, despite it being spelt the American way. Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth. No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks? How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. I do seem to remember seeing suspicious handprints somewhere. Oh, right. Okay, so we go to the evidence room, because there were some handprints there. I'm assuming. Although there's so many things that are going to have fingerprints on. Marshall's gone. Why is Marshall gone? Why is he gone? Why is he not there? That's rather ominous. Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. Really can't tell the difference at a glance. Well, it's going to be the thumb or forefinger. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Or are you going to say this is not a finger, it's a thumb? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminium powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! For exciting. I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow. That looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick, blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting. Guess I'd better give it a try. This isn't a fingerprint. Have I messed up? Have I put too much on? I think I'd like to try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. But I didn't get that one properly. Okay. But it's not... Oh, do I just need to get it fully dusted like that? No. I found one. I don't know what I need. Yeah, this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. But what does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this fingerprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, there's a little black one. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yes. There's a little dark patch here. Okay, this is a swirl, I think. They all have slightly different names, the different styles. Oh no, still got some to go. Okay. And then down here, maybe? What do you want? More do you want from me, game? When is it gonna be good enough? Oh. Why do I have to just... Or is it gonna be fine and I think I'd like to try one of the other fingers. No. No, it was working. So annoying. How much dust do I need on this? I'll fill in this bit as well. Oh, and there's a load over here that we need to get. Here a bit. Nope, still not good enough. Good grief, how much do you want from me? When are you going to say it's good enough, game? There we go. Print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. It's quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. Point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Yep. Yep. I mean, that just makes sense that it's his. These prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so he came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes, I was just thinking this. No, I don't want to examine. I want... Okay, how do I use that then? Do I examine? Because it was around here. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Yeah, there's a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Yes, check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something here. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of a hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. What hypothesis? That it's there? We're trying to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the hand. Right. Oh, okay, so I need to find prints... So this is... Oh, hello. Let's do a big, massive amount of dusting around the kind of center area we found. Gave it my best shot. Kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? Doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Let's try a different finger then. Which one was that? That was this one. Ooh, that's a much better one. Okay, and then we'll load in there. Load in there. Some there. At the top. Make sure we get that. Okay, oh, and you want me to do the bottom here. Make sure we cover as much of the bottom as possible. There's a load in the center we're missing. And up there. Nope, no, not enough. Don't need to do this much. I think that might be Gant. Or maybe not. Gant looks like if you turned it slightly it would work. But actually looking at it, I think it matches Marshall. There we go. These fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Oh dear. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! We have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? Because of the SL9 case. Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. It's over. It's over. Wow. Oh, I don't have time to edit, so I may end up forgetting to cut out large swathes of me being completely lost. Right. I'm going to save it there, and we will advance. And I think I assume it's trial again tomorrow. Oh, in the next session. I'm not looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll feel better after a bit of a break from this. But yes, that will be next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.